National anthem. Rendition by the Rancocas Valley Marching Band. So we're just about set now for the opening kickoff. By the way, Coach Dan Hausman, in his 9th season, a 61-28 overall record, taking the Red Devils to the playoffs in 7 of 8 previous seasons, 5 and 7 in the postseason, and RV has been to the South Jersey Group 5 championship twice in the last 4 seasons. Last year, of course, going down to Lenape, 10-7, the exact same score. They beat Lenape by during the regular season, but of course, tonight, it's St.
Benefited from quick starts last week. They both returned their opening kickoffs for a score, and like we said before, at this level, the guys up front block a little bit longer, one more count longer than normally would. Maybe you break that one arm tackle and make a big play.
Snyder has the whistle, and we're underway. High to the right side. Matlock has it bounce off him. It's loose. No indication, but it appears that Rancocas Valley has retained possession. So a nervous moment there for the RV sideline.
If he was able to read the ball off the kicker's foot, he had gotten a step on, he can catch it in the air while he's running forward. That could have been a big play either way. But like we always tell our players, it's important to catch the ball on kickoffs.
Bryce Mangine is the quarterback. And they'll open for business at their own 23-yard line. Interesting how they look at the defense, then look at the sideline, because they want to say, okay, what's the defense going to be? And then I think they get the call offensively from the coaches.
Absolutely. They look at the alignment and look at where the spacing is, and we're going to look for some slants, some in patterns, and some spread out.
Here's the snap. Mangine, good protection, throws the out to Condris, complete at the 29. Condris to the 35-yard line, has a first down, and that move by Condris got him the first down.
Excellent. Great combination pattern. The 1 and 3 receivers both went inside. The 2 receiver went outside in the flat. Quick first down.
Looks like Rancocas Valley wants to go in a hurry here in this game. First down at the 35 for Mangine. Jameer Washington, their big junior receiver at 6'3", flanks to the left side. Side-by-side stack to the right. Inside flip to Condris, but all over that play was St. Augustine. They came busting through there almost as if they knew the play.
Well, that's going to happen all day with big number 34. What he has done all season long is get penetration in between the tackles.
Rakes we're talking about at 6'1". He's number 34 on your screen. 6'1", 285, so a loss of 5 yards. Back to the 30. That's one thing that Coach Hausman emphasized. We got to stay ahead of the chains. Right here, they're behind the chains. 2nd and 15. Here's Mangine stepping up. Mangine to the right side. Mangine picks up some 10 yards. That brings up a third down, but Sam, much more manageable with that run.
Absolutely. What we're going to look for here is when the inside of the interior line collapses, the quarterback is going to scramble. Now, is he going to find a receiver to uncover, or is he going to run for the first down? He has to protect his body because it's so valuable to the team.
So third, we'll call it 7 for the Red Devils at the 37-yard line. Slot formation to both sides. Again, checking the sidelines for the play. 3rd and 7. Being rushed, stepping up is Mangine. Fires on the run, all alone for the first down at the 48-yard line of Rancocas Valley. That was Danny Myers, and Myers is, as we discussed last week, one of those reliable lunch pail type players, and he was all alone. They forgot about him.
What we call that is uncovering. After the receiver runs his pattern, the quarterback scrambling, he turns, gives the quarterback a target, and hits him right for the first down.
But you can see that Mangine thus far on this first drive has been under pressure. He's had to step up and use all of his elusive abilities. First down at the 48 of St. Augustine. Mangine with a snap. Looking to sweep the left side is Jerome Hill on the jet sweep, but don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. He may have, but that play took a long time, starting from the left side, the handoff, and then getting, should say right side, getting to the left side, and they do pick up 2 yards.
Now the plus on that is not just a couple yards they gained, but Rakes had to run about 30 yards to catch the play. That's going to catch up to him in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
So now you see a quadruple stack to the right side. Washington to the left. 2nd and 7. No score. High snap, quick pitch to the right side is complete to Hill, but he's going to be hit and dumped for a loss of 4 or 5 yards.
The past couple games,
Matlock, sorry.
I'm sorry. The past couple games, St. Augustine has reacted well to all types of screens. The outside screen, the bubble screen. What they do is they sit and wait and fly to the ball.
So that brings up a 3rd and 14. Ball moved back into their own territory at their 48-yard line. Jerome Hill splitting out to the left side. Washington to the right. Remember, Mangine has been under heat in this opening drive. Condris in the slot to the left side. Here they come. Mangine being rushed, looking to get rid of it, and he does the right thing, just throwing it away rather than take the big sack there. And they were all over him on that play, but nobody was free for him to throw it to.
Not at all. St. Augustine will come on the obvious blitz downs, but this is one of the higher percentage blitz teams I've seen this year.
So now 4th down, and Bryce Mangine will be kicking it from the far hash mark. Shorter back to receive it. He stands at his own 16-yard line. Good snap. Here's the boot. High. Good kick. Bounces down at the 23, inside the 20, continues to roll inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to be down at the 8 or 9-yard line.
We talked about it every game. That's a 15-yard loss if the returner doesn't come up and catch it right there. They gave up 15 yards in this drive before it even started.
So St. Augustine, deep in their own territory, will open for business, we'll say, at the 9-yard line. They feature Chris Allen, the 6'2 senior quarterback. Nasir Hill is the main running back. Wide receivers are Corey Yeoman and Justin Shorter. R.C. Reynolds, and their leading receiver is Jalen DeCoteau. Shorter splitting out to the right side. A quick throw to the right side, and he's going to be hit and thrown for a loss. That was Hill. The receiver, Justin Shorter, really had nowhere to run as Hill came up quickly to make the stop.
Excellent reaction by Hill. Beat the stock block by the receiver, disrupted the entire play.
So now they're at the 3-yard line, their own 3-yard line, so going to be interesting to see how Coach Lancetta plays it here, how risky he wants to get with this play calling. Slot formation to the left side. DeCoteau flanks out to the right. Allen, the snap, the give up the middle for a few across the 5-yard line, possibly to the 7.
That's that inside trap play. They're just trying to move it out to give themselves some room in case they have to punt.
So now 3rd down, 3rd and 13 for St. Augustine.
That'll be 3rd and 13 for the Hermits.
Started this drive deep in their own territory, and it got even deeper on the first play to Shorter. Jerome Hill making the great defensive play. Slot to the left. DeCoteau flanks to the right. Inside trap to Hill. Hill fighting for extra yardage, but he is going to be short of the first down by 2 or 3 yards.
Safe play. They had the right side of the line blocked down. They brought both the tackle and the guard around. Good gain, but still a good hold by RV.
So now the Red Devils should get fairly good field position. Adam Heston is their punter. You see Condris standing just inside the midfield line.
We're eager to see if this is a block or return setup.
Heston at his own 2. The snap, the boot, quivering spiral. Condris comes up and takes it at the 48. Condris spinning, loses the football, and St. Augustine says they have it. But they don't. So we've seen 2 miscues on the opening kickoff, and here Condris able to fighting for extra yardage, and sometimes the coaches say, listen, we want you to fight for extra yardage, but make sure you secure that football when you're spinning.
Absolutely. There's an effort mistake, all right, and there's an assignment mistake. An effort mistake we can always forgive. An assignment mistake, letting the ball bounce 20 yards like we saw earlier, unforgivable.
Yeah, when you're spinning like that, somebody can be waiting for you, looking to poke it away. But fortunately for Rancocas Valley, able to get it back again. By the way, the offensive line is left tackle Tim D'Antonio, left guard Mark Loveland, Drew Boker at center, Nick Mafatong is the right guard, and Anthony Hernandez is the right tackle. And now timeout called by Rancocas Valley before they can get that series underway. So with 5:35 left in the opening quarter, we have no score. There's something for everybody at Dempster's Sports Pub in Mount Holly. Early bird specials, Mexican Monday, Saturday breakfast, Thursday. A great menu featuring their scrumptious burgers, nightly entertainment, and a wide variety of beverages. But Dempster's Sports Pub was designed for the sports fan. You can watch all the NFL and college football games, plus baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, you name it. And they have their own teams for shuffleboard, darts, and horseshoes. Dempster's Sports Pub, 437 Pine Street, just off Route 38 in Mount Holly, where friends become family. At the 43-yard line of St. Augustine, Rancocas Valley starts with fantastic field position. Here's Mangine being rushed, throws deep to the left side. All alone is Matlock, and he cannot haul it in. Actually had to spin, and when he did, could not haul it in.
We call that a rail, trail, chair, or whatever pattern you want to call it. Just a little off with the timing and the route.
So he had him, no question about it.
Not at all. He's gate ground. If he could step into the throw, I'm sure he'd deliver that ball right on target.
2nd and 10. Mangine. The give up the middle, but not much there.
In the beginning of the game, it's going to be tough sledding with the interior defensive line of St. Augustine.
Making the tackle was Mr. Bonchek, number 44. Keep your eye on him. He's a fantastic player on defense.
3rd and 11 for the Red Devils.
Loss of 1. 3rd and 11. It's been tough for Rancocas Valley to stay ahead of the chains in this game thus far.
I'm looking for a slant pattern right here with the inside backer coming. He should hit it right behind him.
Double slot peeling off to the right side is Matlock, and I believe they're going to throw the flag. The question is against who, and that's going to be against St. Augustine, which makes this 3rd down a little bit more manageable.
Absolutely changes the strategy. You have a whole new set of plays. Third and medium is much different than 3rd and 12.
Well, they're off the ball so quickly. I think that they're probably going to try to use maybe some different cadences to try to get them to jump the way they did right there.
Absolutely.
3rd and 8.
Now a double slot formation. 3rd and 6 from the 38. Mangine with the snap. Mangine fires left side, complete at the 35-yard line, along the left sideline. Making the reception was Sarum Hill. See where they mark it.
That'll make it 4th and 1.
It is a first down.
For our younger viewers watching, that's a great example of fundamental receiving. He caught the ball, turned, and just headed upfield. He didn't dance. He didn't take a step back. He didn't try to make a big play. Caught it, turned, and hit it. Great job.
Well, field awareness, where you are in the field, where the sticks are, that's just a big part of the game. First down. Ball at the 32-yard line of St. Augustine. No score. 3:46 left opening quarter. Hill in motion to the right side. Hill gets the call. Will he throw? He will, but was under heavy pressure when he let fly. Intended for Washington, but really couldn't get anything on the throw, as well defended by St. Augustine.
There's multiple ways to run that play. Once you get past the opposite tackle, you want to lose ground so you can get your shoulders around and deliver the ball downfield. If he stays flat, it's just all arm. It's hard to deliver accurately.
Second down, 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. So Coach Hausman going to a little bit of a gadget play, although not really a gadget play, simply an option play. Bit of a surprise there for the defense of St. Augustine, but they were pretty much ready for it. 2nd and 10. The snap. Mangine throws to the right side, incomplete. That was Condra's intended receiver, a rope, but a tough to get that one in there, as the defender had really good position on Condra's.
That's a corner pattern. The cornerback gave ground, dropped to the hole, kept his shoulders to the quarterback. It's a good defensive play.
So 3rd and 10. And with the ball at the 33, you wonder if this is going to be 4-down situation for Rancocas Valley.
The all-important 3rd down. If it's 4th and less than 5, they may go for it.
3rd and 10 from the 32 of St. Augustine. They're going to roll Mangine out. Mangine being chased, throws on the run, and is this one intercepted? Yes, it is.
Is an interception by the Hermits. It'll be 1st and 10 for St. Augustine. Ball is spotted on the 25-yard line.
Adam Heston, it appeared, made the reception or the interception. So quickly things changed. The ball now at the 25-yard line with St. Augustine in possession. The give to Hill off the left side. Hill with 5-6 yards across the 30 to the 32-yard line. So St. Augustine wasting an opportunity with that real good field position, holding St. Augustine deep in their own territory, and now the turnover is giving the ball back to St. Augustine. They'll be facing a 2nd down, and we'll call it 3. Splitting out to the right side is Yeoman, and the slot is Shorter.
That's Hill on the carry.
Again, Hill up the middle. Close to a first down. No score. 2:30 left, opening quarter.
1st and 10.
Yeoman and Shorter to the right side. First at the 36. Quick pitch to Shorter all alone. Shorter stutter stepping. He's across the midfield line and to the 48-yard line of Rancocas Valley. Shorter has been lining up in the slot, and he's pretty much been unguarded. And there, Allen found him all alone, and he picked up additional yardage after the catch. Splitting out to the right side is Jalen DeCotu. Slot to the left. Hill off left guard. Hill grabbed at the line of scrimmage and thrown back. No gain. Second and 10 for the Hermits of St. Augustine under Coach Pete Lancetta.
That'll be 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils.
Yeah, we apologize to our audience. Quick pitch to the left side by Allen is good for another first down. Breaking free inside the 20-yard line to the 15-yard line. Again, is shorter and shorter, shows he's got a lot of quickness, a lot of quicks. As soon as he caught that ball, he cut to his right, and he was, as they say, off to the races.
2 steps, he hit top speed really quick.
Again, we apologize for some technical difficulties that we're having, frozen screen, but we're doing our best to get this back the way it should be. Hill up the middle, tripped as he falls forward inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Pick up of 3, 2nd and 7. This could be the final play of the first quarter. See how St. Augustine's going to play it right here, if they're going to hurry it up to get this play off. Here's they are. 15 seconds remaining. Decotu splits to the left side, slot to the right. At the 14-yard line. Hill looking to slant off left tackle. Has room, cuts inside. He's inside the 5, and he's belted down at around the 2-yard line. Good enough for yet another first down, and that will do it for quarter number 1. We've played one. There is no score. St. Augustine and Rancocas Valley. Well, over the years, Third Base Sports and Trophies has grown into one of the leading companies on the East Coast in providing all your trophy and apparel needs. Located at 1960 Old Cuthbert Road in Cherry Hill, they provide one-stop shopping to their customers with outstanding quality, service, and affordability. Open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, Saturdays 9 till noon. Phone 856-665-0114. Remember to stop at Third Base on your way home. And have you heard of Burn Boot Camp? Burn Boot Camp is a fitness facility that focuses on inspiring and strengthening women physically, mentally, and emotionally. They offer high-intensity camps surrounded by a community of like-minded women. With the help of a personal trainer, clients learn how to maximize their individual potential and exceed their expectations. Memberships include unlimited 45-minute camps, personalized nutrition guidance, one-on-one focus meetings with trainers, and complimentary child watch. For more information or to sign up, visit our website, burnbootcamp.com. Haynes Sport-NJ, or call 856-924-8824. So St. Augustine has seemed to have gotten their offense together on this drive, Sam.
Absolutely. After a couple of big plays of the number 2 receiver being uncovered, a couple big runs.
Here's Hill up the middle, and Hill's met right at the line of scrimmage for really no gain at all.
By number 6, Jared Cologne.
Rancocas has consistently been able to tighten up inside the red zone, especially running between the tackles.
Cologne making the tackle for the Red Devils. 2nd and goal from the 3. Jake Kencher, their left tackle, 6'4", 310. They might be going his way.
Isaiah Riggs.
Yep. In the backfield, left guard. He's in standing. He's tough. At 6'1", 285, he's a load on the defensive line, and he's coming right at you from 3 yards away. That's a load.
So all of you viewers under 40, you may not get the reference to William the Refrigerator Perry, but he was a huge defensive tackle for the Chicago Bears that kind of played the same role in the NFL.
Yep, no question about it.
Number 8, Luke Snyder.
Luke Snyder to attempt. 6-0. Rancocas Valley on the short end, and the kick is good.
With 11 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the second quarter, The score is the Rancocas Valley.
So with 38 seconds gone here in this second quarter of play, St. Augustine on top, 7-0. Highway Tire and Auto Service stocks a wide selection of tires for your vehicle. Their passenger tire inventory includes favorite brands like Goodyear, Kelly, and Dunlop, and you'll get the best replacement tire for your car, light truck, or SUV right now. But there's more. Highway Tire and Auto Service, family owned and operated for over 50 years, also offers specials on oil changes, alignment, and brake service. Highway Tire and Auto Service, 1661 Route 38 in Mount Holly. Phone them 609-267-5300 or visit them online at highwaytires.com. 7-0. St. Augustine takes the lead. Seconds gone in this second quarter of play, and I would think that Rancocas Valley wants to make sure that they get something going on this drive, not just kick it back to St. Augustine.
They definitely need a nice, long, sustained offensive drive because St. Augustine typically scores on big plays. Now, that was a long, sustained drive, and the news could only get worse if they can't make the appropriate adjustments.
High kick coming down to Condras at his 14-yard line. Starts to his right. Gets a block across the 30. He's to the 34-yard line. So Rancocas Valley sets up shop at their own 34-yard line. Rancocas Valley, of course, is Danny Condras, looks a lot quicker, faster in this game. Coach Hausman says he's not totally 100%, but pretty much just about there.
He looked like it on that return. You know, if I were to give him a little bit of advice, I would tell him take a few steps upfield, give your blockers a chance to get an angle on the opposing team, then you better break it down the sideline. If you go straight to the sideline, the coverage team goes right with you.
So Rancocas Valley down now 7-0 against a very, very good St. Augustine team. Slot to the left side. Mangine, the toss to Matlock. Matlock cuts inside across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Nice little move there in the hole as he started to the left side and then cut it back slightly to the right and found some nice running room. Pick up a 4 on first, and they'll take that every time.
Every time. Nice hard run. His legs were pumping even after the first initial hit.
Double slot, 2nd and 6. From the 37-yard line, their own 37. Mangine gets the play and now communicates it to his offensive line. Here's the snap. Sets, and he is going to be dumped. And that is the man we've been talking about, Isaiah Rakes. Tough to block.
The game plan for St. Augustine is the same. You have Rakes who always collapses the pocket from inside. They're going to send somebody from outside to step up, get out, and make a play.
It's not just that he's big, but you saw him on that 3-yard run from the running back position. He's an athlete.
Not something you see every day.
He can push the pocket, push the pile, and now brings up a 3rd down at 14. Mangine. Mangine's going to take it himself, and he knocked down at the 29-yard line. So again, as we mentioned, something they did not want to do is give the ball right back to St. Augustine. They will be punting the football, and Shorter will be receiving it, and you saw his ability to We need to update the score on the screen to reflect it at 7-0. Here's Mangine with the quivering kick, and it's going to be out of bounds right about, I was going to say midfield line, but actually it's going to be at the 45-yard line of the Red Devils. So when you're playing a team like Rancocas Valley, we've mentioned, and you've mentioned it throughout our broadcast, that special teams is such a big part of winning and losing, and right there, giving great field position to St. Augustine.
St. Augustine's taking the ball over at where Rancocas Valley would have had a 1st down. little mistakes turn big keys for the game.
Allen with the snap and the give to Hill off the right side. Hill spins away and picks up 5 on first. Remember, Nazir Hill is just a freshman, 5'11", 170-pounder.
It'll be 2nd and 7.
But you can see he has ability, and by the time he's a senior, will be bigger and stronger and probably faster.
He has the qualities you can't produce. He comes with speed and hard running, weight room and diet. He'll be just fine.
2nd and a long 6, slot to the left side. Allen, off play action, over the middle to the tight end, that's Quaist. Quaist cutting to his left, got the first down inside the 20 and knocked down at the 17-yard line. One of those seam routes by the tight end, and he was wide open.
A lot of plays, you see athletes make plays and dominate their opponents. That's a coaching call right there. The coach saw something, saw the inside, alley open, quick pop pass.
And now in the backfield, Isaiah Rakes. Actually, he's on the right wing as a blocker. Here's the give to Hill to the left side. Has room, but it closes quickly. Is coming up quickly is Jesse Edrick, probably their best defensive player.
They use Rakes as the lead blocker on a counter.
About 5. That'll be 2nd and 5.
Still a pickup of 5 on first down.
Red Devils could use some penetration on a blitz or a stunt up front to disrupt the backfield motion.
Again, Rakes, you see him there on the right wing. Now he's in motion to the left side. They give us to Hill, follows his blockers to the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown.
In for the touchdown.
So a 14-yard run.
2 flags on the play.
Flags on the play.
Yep.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hermits.
Touchdown is good.
On the kickoff.
Unsportsmanlike conduct to call against the Hermits. So 13-0. St. Augustine, and again Snyder to attempt.
You saw the inside run on that play, but what worries me more is that the same formation, the number 2 receiver, the opposite field of us, was uncovered.
Whistle before this kick.
That's offsides against the Red Devils.
Goes through, he's looking to the sideline of St. Augustine. Do you want the penalty? What are you going to pick up, a yard and a half? They do not want the penalty, so they will try the extra point one more time.
Offsides against the Red Devils.
So the unsportsmanlike is going to be applied to the kickoff, I guess.
Yes. Officials still trying to communicate to the St. Augustine sideline exactly what's going on. Coach coming out, looks like he wants an explanation as to exactly what's going on. So let's see if we get any clarification here. We do not.
That's number 8, Luke Snyder.
So Snyder. Now we get another timeout. So eventually we're going to get this extra point kicked. With 7:11 left in the first half.
That kick is up. It is good.
And the kick is
7 minutes,
good.
11 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The score is the Rancocas Valley Red Devils 0. The St. Augustine
14-0 now.
14.
St. Augustine on top of Rancocas Valley. Well, Bill Gordon Mount Holly Pro Day is proud to support Rancocas Valley football. Bill Gordon Mount Holly Pro Day is an annual not-for-profit event established in 1998 as a way to financially support area youth programs, everything from Pop Warner football to Mount Holly Library. The 21st annual Bill Gordon Mount Holly Pro Day is coming up next spring. Check out the details online at onlc.com. Pro Day. Rancocas Valley now down 14-0. When you're in a game like this and you're facing an offensive powerhouse that has a lot of weapons. You saw that long gainer by the tight end. They have a running back. They have wide receivers. What's the key, do you feel, for this Rancocas Valley defense to try to slow them down?
Well, you have to pick your poison. Right now, you always attack the running game first, because the passing game is, what I've seen in the past is they throw up 50-50 balls, and RV has the athletes back there to make a play. So I would load up. I would cover up the number 2 receiver. I would load up on the run.
Snyder will be kicking it away again. This one on the ground. Got to be picked up by Condris at the 28. Condris across the 45 and going to be knocked down at the 48-yard line. So very good field position for Rancocas Valley to start off this drive, and I'm sure that Coach Hausman believes that we got to get some points off this drive.
Completely change your philosophy of calling plays when you're starting at midfield. And I don't know if that was an intentional squib kick or what, but we'll see how this drive ends up just by field position alone.
They're down 14-0, but they have the football at their own 48.5. 7:04 left till halftime. Jerome Hill lining up far, about as far as you can get away from the quarterback without being out of bounds. Mangine, the stretch play, gives off to Matlack. Picks up a couple. Bonzek again in on the tackle. Boy, you put those two together, Rakes and Bonzek. That's tough.
So I see on that play, I see excellent pursuit by St. Augustine, but with every bit of excellent pursuit opens up a chance for a reverse or misdirection play. Every St. Augustine player was across the RV logo in the middle of the field. You can come back the other way.
2nd and 8 from the 49 of St. Augustine. Mangine, off play action, sets, fires deep to the right side, intended for Hill, and this one well defended. Shorter coming over to pick it off, but out of bounds, but he was well covered, almost triple teamed on the play.
You have to get advantage to the defense on that. They're playing from the hash to the sideline. There's a lot less field to cover laterally. You might want to use the open field, give them more room to run.
3rd and 8. For the Red Devils, down 14-0, 6:16 remaining in this first half. Slot to the left side. Mangine being rushed. Mangine steps up. A lot of room to the left side, but decides to throw it instead, and it's complete. That's Myers making the reception. It looked, from our point of view, Sam, like he had wide open spaces if he wanted to take it on the ground, but instead decided Myers is going to have a lot better chance of getting that first down than I would, and he was right.
That's just what we spoke about earlier. He has options. When the pocket collapses, he gets out there, his receivers uncover, and they make a first down.
At the 32-yard line of St. Augustine, Mangine. Matlock gets the call up the middle, and they were waiting for him.
At the risk of sounding like a broken record, we're going to need a play action or something off of that, because those linebackers are flying up there.
Bryce Elmer, among others, making the tackle, a loss of a half a yard. We'll call it a full yard. 2nd down and 11. Mangine, off play action. Quick pitch to the right side. Jerome Hill looking to sidestep the tackler. He's not able to do so and brought down pretty much immediately. Charles Chiango right there to make the stop.
a good-looking play. It requires the receiver to make one man miss and get anywhere from 3 to 7 yards on his effort alone.
That'll bring up third
and 12.
For the Red Devils.
You got to figure this is going to be 4-down territory for the Red Devils, especially since they're trailing it 14-0, and a punt's really not going to do them much good. Slot to both sides. Mangine under heavy rush. Throws deep to the left side. Double teamed was the intended receiver and incomplete.
Ball is broken up.
Intended for Condress.
Looks like a flag on the play.
Against Rancocas Valley.
Looks like it's against Rancocas Valley. Rakes is saying decline it, so it must be against the Red Devils.
He should probably move him back.
Call is holding.
Yeah, there you go.
Penalty has been accepted.
And they will move them back. Give them the extra down, but move them back, confident in their defense.
Now they react well to screens, so scouting would tell you screens are precarious at best.
Ball moved back to the 45. Is this right?
They were just at the, it must be from the spot of the holding. That looks way too far to be.
Look at the first down, though. But they have to go for a first down. They needed the 22-yard line for a first down. The ball was on the 45 of Rancocas Valley.
That'll bring up fourth down.
4th and 32.
Wow.
Huh. So 10 and then 10. Yeah, that's what had to happen.
So Mangine to kick it. Shorter back to receive it. Rancocas Valley has had some spurts, starts and stops, but just have been unable to consistently move the football against this very tough St. Augustine defense. Ball's going to be down to the 16-yard line. You saw on that drive they would get a nice game and then do something to push themselves back, a holding penalty or a loss.
Yeah, you would think with that great field position, they may have to go to a 3-step. That means 1, 2, 3, hit it real quick, right on the seams, a slant, and something that doesn't give the rush time to get there.
So there's 4:11 left here in this first half of play, and a very important 4:11 for Rancocas Valley more than for St. Augustine. Hermits come out. Yeoman splitting fire to the right side, and the slot is shorter. The give to Hill, and he's boxed in and dropped. O'Connell makes a stop.
That's a great play, great defensive play to disrupt that lead blocker. He knocked him back into the running back, took his legs out from underneath.
Half a yard advance. Clock continues to run. 3 minutes, 40 seconds till halftime. 14-0. The Hermits on top with a slot formation to the right side. And
procedure.
A flag.
That's a delay of the game against the Hermits.
Going to cost him 5 yards for delaying the game. So now 2nd down and 15. Ball marked just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. So Rancocas Valley given a much better chance now of holding them here and getting the football back.
That's number 4, Hill.
There's Hill
on the carry.
With the call to the left side.
Stopped there by number 24.
Across the 15 to the 16, 17-yard line.
Jesse
Edrick in there, but had help.
66.
Most importantly, he stayed in bounds.
Third down and 7. 3 minutes left first half. 14-0. The Red Devils down to the Hermits of St. Augustine, and don't forget they will receive the second half kickoff. The coach in motion to the right side. He gets the toss, and he's going to be stood up and stopped short of the first down. And let's see if, yes, they do. I'm going to say, let's see if they call a timeout, and they do with 2:30 left in this first half of play. So an opportunity to get fairly good field position. Of course, they have a very good punter, but still, they'll be kicking it from their own 24-yard line.
Ball is now spotted on the
Great pursuit by the RVD. Now it's time to call a reliable return on the punt. Set themselves up for a quick score before the half.
Down 14-0. And again, as we mentioned, they've been able to move the football in spurts, make some plays, but have not been able to do it on a consistent basis and have been hurting themselves with negative plays and some penalties, and they just can't afford that against a team of the quality of St. Augustine.
Correct. You're going to have the inside pressure. What you can do is tell your tackles and help out with the backs to push the ends past the quarterback, let him step up and then bounce back out. He'll find a receiver on the run. They've done it twice already. That's how they're going to have to move down the field.
So Adam Heston will kick for the Hermits, and Danny Condris is back, standing right about his 40-yard line. So if he gets any kind of a punt that can be fielded, should be able to give Rancocas Valley very good field position. Good snap. High kick. Condris is just going to stand there and wait for it like a pop fly. Able to elude one man, cuts inside another, but great lanes there. Discipline by St. Augustine, and there is a flag on the play. So let's see if this field position will stand.
Block in the back. What do we got here?
Ball is marked right now at the 42-yard line.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we remind you to get your 50-50 tickets. The jackpot is now over $200.
Is that unsportsmanlike conduct?
Yeah.
The call against Rancocas Valley cost him 15 big yards, especially at this point of the first half of play, down 14-0.
We have to look at that again. What makes you wonder, did he hit the gunner out of bounds? Not sportsmanlike, but
the Rancocas Valley now move back inside the 30-yard line to their own 26-yard line. Mangine steps up, blockers in front. There's a marker down. He's to the 36-7-yard line, but from where that one was thrown, normally you're going to see a holding call.
Preliminary indication will be holding against the Red Devils.
What I like about that call was you're going to use the St. Augustine's advantage against them. They have the ends rushing upfield. You let them run right past the QB, come back underneath them. Unfortunately, you have the holding call.
So back-to-back calls totaling 25 yards against Rancocas Valley. It's tough enough to move the football against this very tough defense of St. Augustine. Now the football's moved back to the 16-yard line. The clock is running.
St. Augustine has 3 timeouts. If they stop him here, I'm sure they'll call one.
Another marker. Legal procedure, the call. Ball start. So they've been kind of shooting themselves in the foot here on this series, to put it mildly.
A little self-destructive. That's what, 35 yards and penalties. Now you have to be careful. You don't want to give St. Augustine a cheap one here.
Ball at the 11-yard line. They may just choose to run it out at this point. Long way. intended for Washington, trying to take advantage of his 6'3" frame to wrestle the ball away or get it at its highest point, but not able to do so. But he threw that one probably 60 yards on the fly.
Nice ball. Risky play. Nice ball.
Clock stops with 42.4 seconds remaining, first half of play. 14-0, St. Augustine on top. And again, the full start. And I think that when you come up against a defensive line that has one Isaiah Rakes amongst its players, I guess it gives you the tendency or causes you to jump, because he is so good at getting penetration that in order to have any chance of getting a pass off, you figure, hey, look, we got to get an early start, and they've been doing that.
Yeah, and that's the